Hey, and welcome back to the ICYMI series. I'm Dan Toombs, and I'll be your host for today's video. In today's episode, we have some small but powerful Confluence enhancements, an entire thing on Jira and Confluence with the reduction of context switching, and plenty of EAPs for you all to get your teeth into. So, without further ado, let's get started. As always, this video is a highlights reel of everything from the full blog write-up, so make sure you go check that out to get all the full details, as well as any links to community articles, documentation, anything that you also might want to take a further look at. First up, Atlassian has actually announced some new features for Jira Data Center. Yes, the on-prem version of Jira is getting some new functionality. I'm very excited about this for our DC friends out there. You are gaining an instance optimizer tool. Now, as this is an EAP, you will not be able to find it already within the product, but definitely sign up for the EAP if you are on DC and you want to gain access to this instance optimizer tool. Now, this new instance optimizer tool will allow you and other admins to be able to see both product and infrastructure health. And the idea around this is being able to provide better insights and guardrails to help you maintain a great experience for all that are on your platform. You'll see everything from the node health to CPU load, as well as other aspects from infrastructure. And from the product side, you'll see number of custom fields, number of projects, how many archived issues are there. And all these help indicate a great performance based on their numbers. As I said, this is an EAP. Definitely go onto the community article linked in the blog to have a full look at how you can sign up. It is definitely something I'm looking forward to seeing on RDC as well. But this is just Jira. So are we going to see something come to Confluence in the meantime? We'll have to wait. Up next, we do head back to cloud. It was a very quick stop at DC, but we're heading back to the cloud platform. And this time we are taking a look at both Jira and Confluence. So yes, they have come closer yet again. Didn't think it was possible, but they have. And in this time, it is all about helping remove the context switching when you have linked Confluence pages to your Jira issues. So if you go to an issue and you click on that Confluence link, it will no longer create pop-outs or go to the as a new tab or anything like that, taking you away from your original place. It will actually open up in a side-by-side window, as you can see. And the whole idea behind this is being able to make sure you can still do all your work while still gaining all of the context from that Confluence page. Personally, I'm very, very excited about this. I think this is a great thing. I'm all for removing that context switching, and sometimes this simple way that we kind of view that data is the most keen. Okay, so moving over to Confluence fully now. So some of the following features are actually quite small. However, Confluence does have this little special place in my heart. I won't lie. I know, like other community leaders and other community members out there, they will 100% want to hear about these small things. So I'll package them all up and go through them as quickly as I can. Now, let's start off with space owners. Yes, now space owners are a thing. Outside of being an admin, you can clearly define a user or user group who own that space. It's a great little addition in order to help our users better understand who to contact if they need assistance, as well as from an admin who to contact if there are problems and stuff that you need to get further context for. Space owners are auto granted all rights within space, so it just becomes another level. I'm very, very excited to see this kind of roll out to our instance. Now, a massive one here, and this is purely because I, like many others, do not like the number of notifications we get. Yes, very soon, you will soon be able to watch specific content trees. Yes, no longer just pages or entire spaces. You will be able to control entirely what you get notified for and what you're interested in. So I'm very, very excited about that. I think it's going to give people a lot more control, and it will stop people just sending all Confluence notifications to the junk in their email. They'll actually be wanting to digest the new information. So I'm very, very excited about that. Now, the editor has also actually just seen some love in the form of what they are calling advanced layouts. Yes, advanced layout is basically giving you the functionality to select the number of columns anywhere from 2 to 5, and also give you the ability to drag, drop, resize everything on how they look. Now, this is not only giving us more flexibility about how we want to present this information, which is always a good thing, but it's also giving our Confluence knowledge sharers the ability to have much better design control and all within a nice new UI. So I'm very, very excited to also get my hands on that and give some of those little features a go. And finally, though, as I said, the last one for the Confluence area, Mission Control will actually be able to suggest improvements to how and what Confluence has in it. So you do have to be a Confluence Premium or Enterprise customer in order to be able to enable these functionalities. But Mission Control will be able to analyze the content within the space or across the instance and be able to recommend areas for improvement. So these suggested actions will surface automatically based on the new features, percentage of inactive content, inactive users, guest access, and much, much more. So definitely go and have a look at the community article and check out the full details there. Next, we head over to JSM. I don't have any immediate functionality feedback that I can provide you this month, but more importantly, I do have two more EAPs that you can get hold of right now, and you'll definitely want to hear about these. I can tell you that. First up is the EAP for restriction of JSM forms. Yes, that's right. You'll now be able to directly restrict who can see a submitted form on an issue. So this is perfect when you think about HR teams and IT teams sometimes needing to share certain projects depending on what might be happening. IT tends to have like more of a global access. HR does not want to give them access to sensitive data. Perfect example here. You can also think about when you want to deal with certain clients and being able to share information from that. You are now able to have much more control about who can see what in terms of the submitted form data. So that's also a really good EAP. If you use JSM forms a lot, definitely worth getting on that one. That leads me perfectly actually into the second JSM EAP for this month. The native Workday integration. Yes, Atlassian have been working very, very hard behind the scenes in order to be able to improve efficiencies for JML, so the joiners, movers, leavers process within businesses. This new integration will enable you to automate parts of your onboarding program and have triggers that are directly related to Workday, as well as actions, which is going and fetching actions. Now, these automation can now give you access to 32 additional Workday values to use. I'm very, very excited to see and get a hand on those. I am all about automation wherever we can, so this is very, very exciting. But as always, go check out the full blog for the full write-up. But for now, I hope you have a great week.